probably been already copyrighted already. What's going on, guys? We're going to be here for about 2 hours. So they have the Canelo versus Golovkin 3 undercard press conference starting in about 4 minutes. Then an hour after that, this is from the media day on Tuesday. Excuse me, the grand arrivals on Tuesday in the MGM Grand. Did T Street ever tell you the story about how he was escorted out of the MGM Grand by security? Yeah, they got my ass out of there. They was like, you gotta go. I was over at Wolfgang Puck. I was about to order this fancy ass meal. And then this lady came up to me and she did one of them cunt smiles. She was like, and I'm looking, I'm like, are you following me around? And sure enough, she had these security dudes with her, the ones with the earpieces. And it was like, all right, sir, can you just walk this way? It was the yellow shirts, and then it was the Secret Service casino looking dudes. And I'm looking like, oh shit. And I'm just talking shit while they kicking me out. I was like, I didn't even do nothing. This is my damn first time in Las Vegas, and y'all treating me like this. I am disgusted. Where's the manager? But yeah, they got my ass up out of there. So, yes, I have heard a while ago, but I didn't want to get into all that bullshit about Spencer Crawford. You know, but, and if you notice, I don't do the whole sources. I don't do that shit, man, because motherfuckers be lying. You know, so, but I did hear the news a few weeks ago that the running date was definitely going to be the 19th, especially since Wilder versus Helenius was going to be on the 15th of October. But news came out about 2 months or so ago that it was going to be in November. So, you know, I got some reliable sources, but I'm not like, when people tell me stuff, I'm not one to go be like, oh yeah, such and such told me and trust me, I know. I'm not with all that shit before. I did it for Mayweather Pacquiao. Motherfuckers start calling me liars and shit. I'm like, this nigga don't know what he talking about. And I was probably one of the first people, if not the first on YouTube to say, yo, that shit is done. And I can say it now because he no longer, but I had somebody that was in the Mayweather mansion that just so happens watched the channel. And he was like, yo, T Street, I would never tell you some shit, man. And he was in the jeans. I would never tell you this shit if it wasn't true. Do a video. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And, you know.
How dare you?
But anyway, thanks for the super chat, Steven. Let's go. GGG may he get one of 3 wins. Well, you know, a lot of people are already saying that Golovkin needs a knockout or he's going to get his ass robbed. You know, in Vegas. I think he needs a knockout, in my personal opinion. So, yeah, the undercard press conference is going to be starting. And I got to be honest, man. I'm not really feeling this undercard. But at the same time, what do you expect for a fight as big as Golovkin? Oh, wait, let's hear what he had to say at the... I didn't see this part. See what he had to say.
Too much, I maybe stop some later on.
I feel good, I feel fresh, I've been here a few days, I've been chilling. Yeah, I just can't wait to get everything going now. All this sort of thing, the atmosphere, everything, I'm glad to be a part of it. It's a good fight, but winning this changes my life, puts me on the world scene big time. And I can't wait for what comes after this. I see this as a Canelo win, I think it's a good fight still, I think it's an exciting fight, brings a lot of eyes to it. And but yeah, I think it's a Canelo win.
I feel great, you know, like you're right. Just
come on, guys.
The last 5 days, I feel fresh, you know, like hungry, you know, feel tough. I'm excited. Just I had experience. No, it's not new. Like no, Canelo's Canelo. I know who this guy. All belts is like gold, and just this second, this is more like a bonus.
Hey, that music going to definitely get me copyrighted. The press conference for the undercard is about to start, so we're going to talk a little bit after. This is going to be a long stream because they're doing 2 separate press conferences, one for the undercard and then, of course, rightfully so, one for the main event. We are going to be here on Saturday night streaming during the main event. We're going to be here. So we're the only ones on YouTube that are able to show you brief legal fight highlights. And if you know, you know. You have to be here to experience what I mean. So we're going to be here all night Saturday night for the main event streaming and for the post-fight press conference. And the press conference is starting soon. I got Canelo, by the way, but in my sick-ass gut, and even though I'm grass-fed now, you know, I think Golovkin gonna pull it off. I want to say it so bad, but then people gonna think I'm crazy. What's the Hispanic version of a coon? What's the Chicano version of a coon? You know, what's the Chicano version of a race trader? Because, see, I feel bad because, you know, I am half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Negro Chicano. So I feel bad, like, picking against my Mexican brother. But at the same time, you know, for some reason, I just think I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I think that Golovkin may be able to do it. I know I sound crazy. I know. Now, don't gamble. Don't say that. Don't go fucking gamble your money away and then come back to me and say T Street told you that Golovkin was going to win. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Golovkin going to win. I'm just saying I got a feeling he going to win. I'm not telling you to go bet your money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Pinche Turncoat, that's me. But I haven't picked Golovkin yet. I haven't picked him yet because for some reason I see Canelo punching Golovkin in his stomach, and I think that's going to be it. Let's get to the undercard press conference. We're going to be talking, doing some commentary, and this is going to be available on the Fight View 360 Boxing Podcast on all of your listening platforms. Let me turn it up and shut the fuck up. Thanks for the super chat, Steven. GGG has nothing to lose, and he knows it. That's why he's got to go all out. And also, this is his last fight with his own. Let's go watch the press conference. This is live. Drop a like while you're here.
Unified middleweight world champion Gennady Golovkin. Probably the greatest rivalry in modern day boxing, set to do it all over again in what I believe will be the best of the three on Saturday night. But as I said, all the Canelo Alvarez fights that we've been involved
with. When I picked Bivol, though, I picked Bivol with my gut, and I knew he was going to win, and I let my nuts hang with that one.
And I'm delighted to be joined by them on the stage. So many to get through, and we'll speak to them all now. Anthony Herrera, welcome. A great opportunity for you on this card. Everyone disappointed with your draw last time out in Mexico. Everybody felt you won that fight comfortably, very unlucky to get the decision. But great.
I'm a damned poncho.
Back on a huge card on Saturday night.
Right. A bit disappointed with that, but hey, you know, this is a new opportunity, the biggest stage right now in my career. Going on my 4th fight Saturday, so like I always say, it's Superman time, and I'm just here to make a statement in the 115-pound division.
Mark Castro, welcome. A huge opportunity for you as well. Tough opponent.
I'm full-blooded Chicano.
I remember seeing him on our show recently as well. But for you, another Canelo Alvarez undercard. I've lost count of how many you've had now, but really starting to move towards the championship fights in 2023.
Yes, it's been amazing to be in this position. Sometimes it feels unreal for me. I think it's the 5th Canelo card, and I'm just grateful to be here. It's a tough opponent, but it's the best Mark Castro you'll see this Saturday.
Obviously, you see a lot of your former amateur standout teammates moving on now towards the 8-10 championship fights as well. How close do you feel you are now? You think it's just a situation of clearing this year out, getting your final bit of experience, and moving towards those championship fights in 2023?
Yes, definitely. It's all about the fights now. The world titles are won in the gym, and just like Bam Rodriguez, he was ready for that call, and you just got to be ready. Just be in the gym.
Forward to seeing you back in action on Saturday. So many great matchups on the card. This one earlier on in the night, but one you cannot afford to miss. Aponte against Molina. Aaron, we'll start with you. Of course, boxed out in Mexico as well. Great victory out there. This is the kind of fight that we love. 2 undefeated fighters, 2 great prospects. You took this fight in an instant. So did Molina as well. Huge platform, huge card. Going to be a great fight on Saturday.
Yeah, we got a great opportunity in this fight. You know, we have a tough opponent, 8-0. You know, 2 undefeated fighters fighting against each other, and I think it's going to be a great fight. You know, everybody tune into that fight. You know, I thank Matchroom and DAZN for the opportunity of, you know, putting me on this card. And the training's done. You know, I'm in the best shape of my life, and, you know, it's time to shine.
Fernando, Molina, great opportunity for you as well. 2 undefeated fighters. Incredible fight. You've been a part of these Canelo undercards before as well, but this is a very, very tough fight.
Este 17 de septiembre vamos a dar una guerra. Somos dos prospectos invictos. Vamos a defender nuestro legado. ¿Quién quiere ser el invicto? Y más que nada vengo muy bien preparado. para este 17 de septiembre y van a esperar una guerra.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's going to be a war on September 17th. Two undefeated prospects, and they're both going to defend their legacy. Who will remain undefeated, we'll see, but we'll be prepared for that day, and they're going to put on a war.
Thank you both. Aponte Molina, fantastic fight, as is another Mexico-Puerto Rico clash. Diego Pacheco against Enrique Collazo. Diego Pacheco, 15-0, fast rising star, now on the verge of moving into the world top 15 rankings as well. Enrique, tough test for you, but also a tough test ahead for Diego Pacheco. Huge card, huge platform. Going to be a great fight on Saturday.
I'm excited for stay here, and I know Pacheco is a tough fighter, but I'm a tough fighter too, and it's a big match and big venue, and I'm ready for this. I'm ready. I go for my future, and my opportunity is here.
Me too. I'm ready.
That's it. I prepare myself for this event, and I'm ready.
Thank you, Enrique. Diego, I can't believe that you're 15-0. You know, it seems like yesterday when we started over in America, you know, you were one of our first signings as well. You were not a baby then, but you were pretty much a baby then, you know, and now 15 fights in, so much experience, boxing, obviously in Mexico and America, on huge cards as well, building a great fan base, but it starts to get real now. These fights are real fights, real competition, but it's what you want and it's what you feel you're ready for.
Yes, exactly. You know, I have to thank Matchroom, thank DAZN for the opportunities they've given me since they signed me. I've been blessed to be part of the biggest shows and the biggest events of the past few years. So, you know, this one, nothing short of that is going to be, I feel, the event of the year, and I feel super blessed to be a part of it. And like you said, Eddie, you know, I'm now in the stage where it's time the things get real. I'm ready for these bigger fights. It's what I want, and I feel like people are going to see the best Diego Pacheco come Saturday night.
Pacheco looks like the kid that had all of the new video games when they came out. Like as soon as the Super Nintendo came out, his pop brought it for him. When the Genesis came out, his pop brought it for him. He even had a Game Gear. I had a friend like that. He looked just like him.
Yeah, I'm here to, you know, not just be a part of it, to show everyone that I'm here to stay. And I'm excited. You know, I want to thank everyone for the support, everyone who's here. Tell you guys.
He had all the Ninja Turtle toys, even Krang.
And yeah, enjoy the fight Saturday night.
Thank you, Diego. It's another great fight. Pacheco against Collazo. Now we go on to 3 fights that I cannot wait for. And this one is a brilliant, brilliant fight. Amo Williams against Kieran Conway. It's USA against Great Britain. 2 guys that we've been working with for a long, long time. Both guys took the fight in an instant.
Remember, like everybody had that one friend that always had all the toys.
On the Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo Alvarez card as well, in front of 75,000.
And all the games and shit.
This time against Triple G. Massive fight. You took the fight in an instant, up at middleweight, which we feel is going to suit you much better than 154-pound. Can you believe you're here in Las Vegas about to fight on this card? And I know you've been here before, but this is something special to perform in Vegas.
Yeah, this is special. And
he was a white Power Ranger fan. Everybody loved Tommy.
For me, because I didn't put the performance on that I should have last year. But I'm here to get a W, and that's it. And I'm ready to go. I feel fresh. I feel very prepared, and I'm ready to go Saturday night.
Obviously, Amo Williams has been very outspoken about this fight. He believes he's coming to force the stoppage. You've also talked about you believe that you could also force the stoppage on Saturday night. He's a good young fighter, very explosive, but you have a lot of experience in these big championship fights.
Yeah, I've got a lot of experience. I've done a lot of rounds with high-level fights, and yeah, I've been there with the explosive, the fast pace. So yeah, I've got the experience there too, and I do believe I'm here to get that W. I didn't know that I was the underdog until this morning. I thought that I was the favourite, but it is what it is. I'm coming here. I'm the favourite in my mind. I'm coming here to win.
Obviously, you've been involved in those big fights as well, but something different from Amo. He's got a lot to say. He's very outspoken as well. You like that? You enjoy that? And you enjoy the rivalry leading into this fight. A lot of people now engaged across social media through the interviews yesterday, but 2 young fighters desperate to win.
Yeah, I like his attitude. I think it's good for this fight as well. It promotes it really well. He's done well there. He's obviously really excited, so I hope the fans are just as excited as he is. Let's get this going.
Amo, You've been asking for these big fights for a while now, these big platforms. You've been part of them. Your last fight was supposed to be a step up against Cordell Booker at Madison Square Garden.
I have one of those the zone coolers right there.
Are you as confident going into this fight that you win by knockout?
Definitely. I mean, I hear the same stuff every single press conference. And guys like him, they say they had the best, training camp of their life or whatever.
Ooh.
They fresh and experienced. Eddie, we just heard Cordell Booker say the exact same thing he's saying right now. So, it's just going to get better. What I'm about to do is going to be worse than what I did to Cordell Booker, and that's a promise to you.
Ooh, talk that sass.
Kieran
you
Conway
go ahead,
is
son. Talk that sass.
Some seasoned opposition as well, but you believe you have the speed, the power, the ability to take him out in this fight. And is that the intention of Ammo Williams in this fight? Not looking to cruise to a points decision or victory by any means necessary. It's the KO that you're after on Saturday.
Ammo don't fight for points. Everybody know that. I'm going to end him. He's done now.
Ooh. Oh, Lord.
And finally, Ammo, your belief that you are levels above Kieran Conway. You've been calling out big names for a while. This is the Canelo Triple G card. This is the biggest platform in boxing as well. We're going to see something special from you at the weekend.
You will see something you'll never forget. I promise that.
Ooh. He's making promises. We're going to hold him to it,
Williams,
too.
Kieran Conway, another unbelievable fight, as is this one.
He better keep his promise or I'm going to slaughter him in my video. He better not lose.
He's been one of the most feared 168-pounders for a while now. Had that epic fight of the year with Carlos Gongora, in which he was winning the fight, got stopped in the last round, has come back with 2 victories as well. Someone said, I think it was Tom Loeffler or someone like that, what about Gabe Rosado? And I said, Gabe's not going to fight Ali Akhmedov because, Gabe's coming off a great fight with Jaime Munguia. We saw him with a devastating knockout over Beck. I don't think he's going to take it. Anyway, someone messages Gabe Rosado and the answer was yes, very quickly. Gabe, we should have known better, right?
Is it true that Gabe Rosado is America's Derek Chisora?
The resurgence in your career, there was never really
Derek Chisora's on a higher level, though.
The Jaime Munguia performance as well. This is a different kind of fight. You really had a lot to lose in the Beck fight. Nothing really to lose against Jaime Munguia, but back in a position where you must win again on Saturday night.
No, definitely. It's just, first and foremost, I want to thank God for the opportunity and Matchroom and DAZN. And, it's just an opportunity that I saw that was worth it. It's a big card. I believe it's the card of the year. And fighting in front of a big crowd, millions watching at home. And it's one of those fights where, I do what I believe I'm capable of doing and coming out with a great victory, sky's the limit.
Do you take anything from that Gongora fight? It was an incredible fight.
I think he's higher than Chop Chop.
You were commentating on the fight,
on the fight.
Ali Akhmedov dominated a lot of that fight.
Yeah.
Carlos Gongora came on long. Is that what it's going to take against Ali Akhmedov? You expect a tough fight, a fight that could go deep into the championship rounds here?
Yeah, absolutely. At this level, every fight's a tough fight, so it's just putting in the work and doing what I have to do in training camp, and just having that self-belief that, I belong here, It's doing the unthinkable, man. It keeps me motivated and it keeps me excited, So I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the event and I'm excited.
Well, I know you're focused on Saturday night, the WBC's Silver Super Middleweight Championship, but as a great pundit for DAZN and as someone that shared the ring with Gennady Golovkin, just a quick one on that fight. Seems to be a big feel over the last couple of days about a wave of, I don't know if it's support for Gennady Golovkin, but just a feeling that this could be a tough fight for Canelo Alvarez coming off that defeat, and we expect both men to not take a step backwards in that fight.
Yeah, it's a great fight. I think Canelo's showing a lot of emotions, but I think if he goes in there smart, I think either way it's going to be a competitive fight. It's going to be a really close fight. It's probably going to be the best fight out of the 2 they already had. But I think, he has to control his emotions because Triple G is a technician, man, and he's smart, and Canelo can't afford to make a mistake because Triple G will make him pay. So it's definitely going to be a great fight.
Well, good luck in your fight on Saturday.
Put a poll in the chat on what undercard fight are you looking forward to the most. Bam Rodriguez versus Gonzalez, Akhmedov versus Rosado, Ammo Williams versus Conway, and Pacheco versus Collazo. We're going to read the results after the press conference.
Rosado.
Yeah. Thanks, Eddie. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. It's big time for me. It's my first fight in Las Vegas. I'm so excited, and I'm ready for this.
Obviously, we saw you with the defeat to Gongora. You come back with 2 wins. Gabe Rosado, very well known, very respected. He's a warrior. We expect another fight of the year contender on Saturday.
Yeah, I know Gabe Rosado. He's a very good fighter. He's a tough fighter. But for this night, I'm ready. And we make great training camp. I feel great. This time is a good time for this fight.
Thank you. Ali Akhmedov against Gabe Rosado. Another fantastic fight for this undercard, as is this one, the co-main event. And I think this man to my right, Jesse Rodriguez, is just one of the great success stories of 2022 in boxing. Took the opportunity back in February to step up on a week's notice and fight Carlos Cuadras for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship, having already agreed a fight at 108 pounds, moved to 115 pounds to fight Cuadras, dominated him, then came out and boxed his mandatory, Saw Rungvisai, stopped him, and now steps up to fight Israel Gonzalez and defend his WBC title. Jesse Rodriguez, for me, already, I believe, fighter of the year, and I think he's going to go on to be a big contender for that title and a huge name in the sport of boxing. But first, Israel Gonzalez, a fantastic fighter in his own right. We saw him in a fantastic fight with Chocolatito, a very close fight with Cal Yafai that he could have won that fight and become world champion himself. Israel, a huge opportunity for you, of course, with the Mexican legend Canelo Alvarez, and a chance for you to become world champion on Saturday.
Te vimos contra Chocolatito, te vimos contra Yafai, que podrías haber ganado esa pelea, dicen mucha gente. Es una oportunidad muy grande para ti estar en la misma cartelera que Canelo, la leyenda mexicana. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Qué piensas antes de esta pelea?
Primero que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Estoy muy agradecido con Dios de que me haya permitido estar en este sillón, en este asiento. Muchas gracias a Eddie y a Mushroom por la oportunidad. Muchas gracias a Jesse por darnos esa oportunidad de ir por el título del CMB. Estoy muy contento, muy feliz. Hice una buena preparación. Soy un hombre de mucha fe, un hombre de mucho corazón y mucha voluntad, y creo que el 17 de septiembre voy a demostrar de qué estamos hechos.
First of all, good afternoon. He wants to thank God for letting him be in this seat. Thank you to Eddie and Matchroom for the opportunity. Thank you, Jesse, for the opportunity to fight for this WBC title. He's very happy. He feels that he prepared well. And he has a lot of faith and a lot of heart and a lot of willpower. And he'll show what he's made of. He has faith that he'll show what he's made of on September 17th.
Thank you, Israel. Jesse? I mean, what a year it's been so far. And I guess the danger in this fight, we know how good Israel Gonzalez is. He probably should have been a world champion already as well. But everyone talking to you about the Estrada Chocolatito winner, moving down to 112, fighting one of those guys, Julio Cesar Martinez. This is a tough fight, and I know you're fully focused on Saturday night.
Yeah, come Saturday night, this is the only goal that I'm focused on right now. September 17th, Israel Gonzalez. I'm going out there to make a statement and to solidify that I'm fighter of the year. And then after that, we can talk what's next, but September 17th is the main goal.
Do you feel the pressure going into this fight? I mean, originally against Cuadras, everyone was just giving you the credit for taking that fight at late notice. Rungvisai was, I guess, a 50-50 fight in many people's minds. But now people are looking at you as a potential fighter of the year candidate. Do you have to win in style, or is that always the intention of Jesse Rodriguez?
That's just what I do. I just go out there and perform the way I do, and people love it. And, I mean, I don't even try to... the angles that I do, everything that I do, it just comes natural. So September 17th is going to be no different from that. I'm just ready to go.
And finally, Israel Gonzalez, every fight I've seen him in is a tremendous fight. He always comes to fight. No just getting through this fight or coasting. You're going to do your thing, and we expect you two to come together in a great fight.
Yeah. September 17th, tune in. You're going to see something special. This fight's going to turn me from a star to a superstar, and people are going to remember my name. Not only the hardcore boxing fans, but the casual boxing fans as well. They're going to remember this performance forever.
Well, Jesse Rodriguez, it's been a great year. We look forward to a tremendous fight on Saturday. Once again, guys, this undercard, absolutely sensational. From Anthony Herrera to Mark Castro to Aponte against Molina, to Collazo against Pacheco, from Amo Williams to Kieran Conway, from Gabe Rosado to Ali Akhmedov, and from a potential fighter of the year, Jesse Rodriguez against Israel Gonzalez for the WBC world title. From top to bottom, this is going to be a thrilling card ahead of what will be, I believe, the fight of the year in the main event as well. These guys are going to have head-to-heads up here. They're going to be available to the media as well. And then we'll pause for the main event presser. Gentlemen, good luck on Saturday night. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about this. Canelo and Golovkin, they're going to be coming out at 4 p.m., which is about 40 minutes from now, for their press conference. The fight's going to be, or the card is going to be on the Zone pay-per-view here in the States for $64.99 if you have a subscription to the Zone and you're buying through the Zone, or if you're buying through your cable or satellite cable dish provider, it's going to be $84.99. $84.99 if you don't have the Zone. Now, that's what the Zone pay-per-views cost. By the way, thanks for the super chat, Lamuneka and Steve Bateman. Steven. Let's look at the face-offs. So I'm guessing this is going to open up. Wait, who are these people? Who are these mates?
Against Fernando, Angel Molina, a tough opponent for Aponte. Molina coming in at 8-0, 3 knockouts, picked up a victory on the Canelo Bivol undercard back on May the 7th, and this is his 7th straight fight in the U.S. Aponte, meanwhile, fighting on a Canelo undercard for the second time. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds at 140 pounds. Aponte fought on a Canelo undercard in his hometown of Miami in just his second.
I don't trust that fucking video game music, video game menu music. That is Mark Castro taking on a Kevin Mendoza. Kevin Mendoza, tiny as shit. What is he, about 5'2"? This is Diego Pacheco taking on Enrique Collazo, not Luis Collazo. First thing I thought about when you said Luis Collazo was how, like, PBC, they love rolling out old ass fighters. They'll pull out Gamboa. Collazo. Remember they had Mike Dallas Jr. They pulled him out of somewhere to fight your Dennis Ugas. They pulled out Gary Spike O'Sullivan to fight Lara, and they pulled out fucking Yuri Foreman from the dirt. Like, sometimes they surprise me with some of the people they just be pulling out the woodwork, bro. Abner Mavericks just came back after 4 years. Austin Amo Williams taking on a Kieran Conway. Austin Amo Williams was talking major shit. Why he standing like that? What's going on with him? He look a little high. Maybe it's the weight, weigh-ins tomorrow. But yeah, he was talking major shit, and he made promises. So I'm going to be here covering his fight on Saturday. He made promises that he's going to give us something we never seen, and he's going to knock Conway out. So he better keep up with it, because if you don't keep up with his promises, T Street don't like when you break your word. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to be like, yo, he told us he was going to do this, and he didn't do that. I'm going to probably start cussing. But basically, this undercard is just showcase fights. And you can understand because Canelo and Golovkin are going to make a lot of money. They're making a lot of money. All the money in the budget goes to their fight. And the pay-per-view, from my understanding, from the way things are looking, the pay-per-view is not even going to be able to cover what they're making. The pay-per-view is already a flop, in my opinion. This pay-per-view is not going to do, I don't see it. Put it this way. I'm not going to count it out because I didn't think that Canelo versus Caleb Plant would do around there's so many numbers floating around about Canelo versus Plant between 600 to 800,000 buys. Still, that's a good ass number, between 6 to 800,000. But I'm not confident that this pay-per-view can do that well, especially with the Zone and not having a major broadcaster behind them. The Zone really has no traction here in the States. I mean, they're known, a little bit, but not, no, I don't think so. And Bam Rodriguez against Israel Gonzalez. This is just pretty much, what fight this is? This is them rewarding Bam. They're rewarding him for the big year that he's had. So they're like, all right, we'll put you on a Canelo card, get you a little showcase fight. But besides that, the main card's going to open up with Austin Amo Williams versus Kieran Conway. No way he's going to open up with Diego Pacheco. Wait, wait a minute. How's the card opening? I believe it's going to be Austin Williams, Conway, Ali Akhmadov, Gabe Rosado, Bam Rodriguez, Israel Gonzalez, and Canelo and Golovkin.